first grade. How are you? Happy Monday. It is writing time. Hi, Mrs. Felsman's class and my class. How are you? I'm really, really excited for you to dive into our next writing unit. I know last Wednesday you saw the introduction video. So our next writing is going to be realistic fiction. And what is realistic fiction? A realistic fiction story is a made-up story that could actually happen. Okay, so as you can see, these are real people. Okay, it could have some animals in it, but it said in the video last week, it would not have like vampires or it would not have superheroes. Okay, also the setting has to be like a real place. Okay, so right here, it's a soccer game. This boy looks sad. He's inside his house. It looks like he wants to go play ball, but he can't, and you can obviously see why. Oh, but not the moon. Okay, so would not happen at the moon or outer space, your story. And the events are real problems that could happen in real life to real people. Okay, so there's some kind of problem in the story, and usually there's a solution at the end. But there's stories that haven't happened, but maybe could happen. Okay, so that's just a little brief review of our introduction. I'm going to now go on to our next slide. And I'm going to talk today is going to be just our brainstorming day, just getting our ideas down, okay? Thinking about our realistic fiction that we're going to create, okay? And as we've talked about many times, there are so many authors out there, right? Dr. Seuss, David Shannon, so many. They did not just sit down one day and get their whole story written. So this is going to be a process that we're going to go through together this week. Our unit is called From Scenes to Series. And you guys are going to think of your own pretend character. And what we'd like to do, if you see it says from scenes to series, if you notice these books that are up here, is there only just one Henry and Mudge book? No, there's many. There's a series of them. Is there only one Fly Guy book? No, there's a series. And the same for Amelia Bedelia. I'd like for you right now to think about, there's many, many other books out there that are a series. So I want you to think right now of other books that you have read that they're the same character in many different books. And I hear Poppleton's another one. Yes, Poppleton. Or Elephant and Piggy books. Exactly. David Shannon was also another one. Perfect. So today, boys and girls, your job is going to be thinking about your pretend character, and you're going to be thinking about giving that character a name, a setting, and maybe some kind of problem. So let me go back over here now. Whoops. So this is what we're doing. Whoopsie, sorry. How to write a realistic fiction book. So this slide I'm going to show you right now. It might be great to just keep it up later when you turn the video off, just rewind back here because this is going to be your work today. Okay. Today, your job is going to be to start brainstorming for your realistic fiction book. So step number one is you're going to think of a pretend character. Okay. You're going to think of a pretend character in your story. You're going to give the character a name. You're going to imagine a place, the setting, where does your story take place? And then I want you to maybe start thinking, because this might be a little bit harder to get it all done today, but start thinking of maybe some trouble your character gets into. Is there some kind of problem? You might come up with a few different ideas and not sure which one you want to use, and that's okay. We're just brainstorming today. So I'll just tell you, I was thinking about a story I might do. When I was younger, I don't know, I had a girl in my class and her name was Gretchen, and I just really liked that name. And I honestly never heard of another Gretchen until actually Mrs. Gibson, who's at our school, her daughter's name is Gretchen. So I think I'm going to give my character the name Gretchen, and where the story is going to take place, she lives in a forest. I definitely don't live in a forest. I'm looking outside right now. So you can picture, you guys don't live in a forest either. Maybe some of you do. But she lives in a forest, and in the forest, she lived by a tree fort, okay? And I need to really like take a little bit more time to think of the trouble that might happen. That's why it's hard. I can't think right now. I'm going to need a little bit of time after I get off this video with you to think of the trouble the character gets into. So you'll have to stay tuned for that. So that's going to be your job today. I'm just going to show you another chart like in class. If you have a piece of white paper, you can just do something like this. This is something else that I know you can't see the whole thing, but it's fiction writers. And you can just get a little piece of paper and think of your character or characters, okay? And you can draw them. What do they look like? Okay, that might even be just something that might just take today, okay? Think of your characters, okay? So this is going to be a process, and when we're in school, if you don't finish today, there's always the next day, okay? So it's not a rush. Everyone's in a different place with their thoughts and ideas. So you're going to think of your character. You're going to give your character their names. And then you're going to if you're able to, think of the adventure your character goes on. Okay? So that is all you're going to do today. You're just brainstorming, getting your ideas in your head. And I can't wait. I'm really excited. I know last week you guys did an amazing job with your All About books. Mrs. Felsen and myself enjoyed listening to all of them, or if they were on Seesaw, and I know your classmates, I told them to check it out as well. So I'm really excited because now you're going to be the David Shannon, or you're going to be the Laura Numeroff. You are now the author, okay? So I can't wait to see what you come up with. You guys always amaze me. You have wonderful ideas. You're so creative. And have fun today, okay? And like I said, get as much done as you can, okay? If you don't think of your adventures, that's okay, okay? So have a great day, boys and girls. I'll put this back up here. And I will see you on Wednesday. Bye. Bye.